What's up guys, Delgado here with Barstarzz. And for today's video, we're gonna do something a little different than we've been doing. Today we're gonna be talking about my fitness journey. We're gonna talk about everything I've been through, how I started calisthenics, some of the different parts of fitness that I've gotten into, and some of my ups and downs and my downfalls as well. So stay tuned, I hope you guys enjoy it. So obviously this video is very important to me. It's personal and it's about my journey and everything I've been through in this beautiful and tough fitness lifestyle. So let's take it right from the beginning. So in 2009, I was smoking daily, drinking, eating fast food and just living a very different life than what I'm living right now. I was basically being a follower back then, and I just didn't know who I was, so I was just following the crowd and trying to fit in with my friends and doing what they liked. So I just took a while for me to actually realize that was happening and to put a stop to it. In 2010, I finally decided to just change my life. I knew I had to change, I had to do things differently. So the first thing I had to do was quit smoking. I did it cold turkey and I joined the gym. I started just working out, training, running, and working mostly on weighted exercises. Around that same time is when Instagram was first started, and I decided to start my own social media on Instagram and talk about my fitness journey and post pictures and motivate others to do the changes that I was making in my own life. And through IG is actually how I found calisthenics. I was actually, one day I was just looking through my Instagram and I found this guy doing a human flag and doing these muscle ups, and it was pretty stunning to me. It was something I've never seen in my life. And that moment pretty much did something to my brain, and I decided that's what I wanted to do. So I looked into calisthenics through YouTube and I found Barstarzz. From then, I decided to reach out. I decided to go to New York and I met some of the guys up there, and I think they saw the fire in me and they saw that passion, that drive that I wanted to become a real athlete. I didn't want to just do this for a hobby. I wanted to take it to the next level. Barstarzz took me under the wing, made me feel like a family, and it was really my calisthenics family. That's how I saw it as well. I was very inspired by a lot of the athletes and the people I met through Barstarzz and calisthenics. And just like that, a year later, I was competing all over the US. I was headlining competitions, I was winning competitions. I even created my own park in my backyard at the time. As I was growing in the sport and becoming more and more successful with calisthenics, that same thing was happening through my social media outlets. The numbers were going up on my Instagram, the numbers were going up on my Facebook, and I was receiving messages from athletes and kids and people who wanted to be fit and who looked up to me from all over the world. It was a beautiful thing, and it was, I think, the most inspiring part of this whole journey for me was those times when I felt like I was inspiring others to find their place in life after I went through that same thing myself. I took all that energy and I just all exploded it right back into the sport. In 2014, I'm still competing, I'm still doing my thing, and I end up getting hurt at a competition in New York. I got a concussion and I tore my rotator cuff on my shoulder. And that right there started the injury stages. I call it that because it seems like once I got injured, I was cursed. And injuries just were a big part of my fitness journey and my life after that. Injuries took me out for years due to my own stubbornness, due to me not listening to the experts, listening to friends, listening to other people who's been through this. Everyone said, take your time, get back the right way, rest, that word, man, rest. I heard that word a lot, and I just wasn't fond of it. I wanted to get back. I was eager to keep competing. I was eager to stay up with the high level of new athletes that were coming into the game. Calisthenics was evolving. It was becoming a much different game. It was becoming a more about strength, and I mean, the new athletes were beasts, and I felt like I was falling behind because of these injuries. It was taking a long time for me to get back into training again, so I decided to train through the pain, and that was not the smartest idea. And if anyone out there is watching and is injured or have gone through injuries or will go through any injuries, I tell you, the best thing you can do is take your time, come back the right way, go through all the proper steps of recovery. Don't try to rush that process, because what ends up happening is what happened to me. Not only do you end up re-injuring yourself, or because you're injured in one area, you are making up for that injury with other muscle groups and other parts of your body, which just gets you injuring other ways. So what ends up happening is you compensate, and then you end up injuring another part of your body, another area of your body. Another thing that happens is when you work through your injuries and when you keep going and you're hard-headed like I was, is you get something called chronic injuries. And man, it sucks, because what happens is your body doesn't know how to heal that area anymore because you haven't let it. So whenever you feel like you're getting kind of better, you go and do this type of movements again or this type of exercises again, and you re-injure that area. And what happens is it's never able to completely fully heal. So it's always gonna be there, basically. And I have a few of those, and they're not fun. So finally in 2016, I began to feel like I was making a comeback. I began to feel like I was more like myself, and things were coming back. My shoulders felt better. My wrist felt better, and I was starting to work out again. I was starting to train again. So I had a community workout class going on every weekend with some of my buddies from out here, and we were having it from anyone that wanted to come for free could just come and train with us and work out with calisthenics. And through that community workout class I was doing, I met a girl who was actually into Ninja Warrior, and she would compete in the classes in the area. So she actually put me on, and she brought me to some of the competitions, and man, I fell in love with the whole Ninja Warrior community and the style of training they did. So in 2016, I actually got a chance to go and test the obstacles for the actual Ninja Warrior show on TV, which was really awesome. And when I went there, I actually killed it. It was my first time trying those obstacles, and I did really well. They ended up giving me a full course run with the whole audience there and everything, and I actually made it through the whole course and made it into the final obstacles. It was pretty cool, and it was eye-opening for me. So that gave me the confidence to want to apply for the show. So I did. The next year, 2017, which was season 9, I actually applied for the show, and I actually got the call for the show, and it was one of the most amazing days of my life. So I went to Cleveland to compete in the qualifying round, and I actually made it into the finals round of Cleveland as well. In the finals, I was actually number 14th, and I made it into the Vegas finals. And that was my rookie season, so that was even more of a dream for me, and proved to me that I was right and that I can do this, and that I am an elite athlete, and that I can take it all the way if that's what I desire. So anyone out there watching, if you want something, just do it. Do it, try it. So I made it to the Vegas finals, and I got to compete, and it was an amazing accomplishment for me, and opportunity as well. Unfortunately, with these type of shows, they're TV shows first before their athletic competitions. So it doesn't really matter how good you do, that doesn't mean that you're gonna make it on TV. And out of the 3 times that I competed, both on the regional qualifying round, the regional finals, and the Vegas finals, I only got shown on TV once, which was for my regional finals night, which I'm grateful for, and I do understand that that's how things go. So I'm not bitter about that at all. But it was a little humbling knowing that I made it so far and I didn't get to watch myself compete. Now I'm in the stage of my life where I'm focusing on both being a father to both of my teenage daughters, and I'm also focusing on my business as a personal trainer and as a gym owner, which would be something I'm getting into as well. But lastly, I'm still loving my fitness journey. That is my number one love. I'm still doing calisthenics. I'm still doing weight training, like when I first started training, and I'm still doing Ninja Warrior type obstacle course training, because I am in love with movement, and I am in love with anything that has to do with pushing my body to the next level. And with that, it pushes my mind to the next level. One thing I always tell people about Ninja Warrior is that it wasn't such an athletic event as it was a mental event. At least for me it was. I think most people that try out for that show and that go and compete on that show have what it takes to make it to the finals and even beat the finals. But what a lot of people lack, including myself, and the reason why I didn't beat the whole Ninja Warrior competition, is the mental strength. It's very tough to compete at such a high level and not let your nerves get the best out of you. So that's what I got out of it, and since then I've been trying to get more into meditation, trying to get more into having mental fortitude and mental toughness to go through many of the obstacles in life, just like I went through those obstacles in Ninja Warrior. So that's where I'm at right now in life. I'm focusing on my fitness, on myself. I'm eating healthier. I'm being a better me every single day. I'm being kinder to myself and to other humans, and to love more and to be more of a happy and good all-around person. So again, for you guys that have watched this whole video and made it through this whole thing, thank you so much for watching. I really appreciate each and every one of you guys. But the video's not over. So now I'm gonna leave you guys with my favorite routine that I was doing when I was getting ready to compete at my highest level competitions in calisthenics, at my Vegas competition with Battle of the Bars, and at the LA competition with Battle of the Bars. This is called a 5-minute drill. Enjoy. All right, here we go. This is the workout I promised you guys. It's called a 5-minute drill. You gotta get to 50 pull-ups and 100 push-ups. The goal is to get it done in under 5 minutes, but that's the ultimate goal. Right now, you just want to do it as fast as you can. So what I recommend and what I do when I do this workout is I put my clock on and I start the timer. The timer is going to go through the whole time. You're going to start with pull-ups, is what I do. Start with pull-ups and I do my max effort. As many reps as I can with good form. Right after that, I go on the floor and I do as many push-ups as I can with good form. And then I keep doing that over and over again until I reach my goal. Some things that you don't want to do is, you don't want to cheat, you don't want to keep on your pull-ups, and you don't want to do half pull-ups. You want to go all the way, chin over bar, and all the way down till you lack out. I just mean all the way down, right? So you have no bend on your elbow, you can still keep your scapulars engaged the whole time. Same thing with push-ups, go down to a whole 90 degrees or lower and all the way to your elbows are locked out. That's all it is, very basic. 50 pull-ups, 100 push-ups, as fast as you can possibly do it. Thank you guys so much for making it through another video of Barstarzz. Delgado here. Make sure you guys go follow me on Instagram. Follow Barstarzz on Instagram. Push the subscribe button on here. Comment below and share this video with all your friends and family. Again, thank you. Have a blessed day. Stay strong.